Seahawks return all but 5 players from their Super Bowl championship team. Is that as big of an advantage as it seems?
Yeah, I think it is. I think that if you can bring back as many guys that was on that team, they understand what it took to win a Super Bowl. So anytime you can have that, I think that's just going to be great for the team because these guys are going to know how to prepare, know what it takes to get to that final game. So, yeah, if you want to bring these guys back, and that's going to be great for the younger guys because now those guys are considered very young too, but still, again, they didn't got to the mountaintop. So any guys that come in here, they want to be a part of it, so they're going to watch those guys that know what it takes and teach these young guys how to practice, how to prepare and get ready for games on Sundays.
Leonard Williams was voted the best defensive tackle in the league by NFL executives. What makes him so good at what he does? And, do you think you could still go up against him?
I feel like, the things that he's able to do, I think that, as a defensive tackle, you got to be quick, but you got to understand your role is, you got to let those linebackers roam and let those guys make plays too. But still, again, anytime his number is called, he's always getting to the quarterback. And the cool thing I like about him, when you see the great defensive tackles, it's the ones that just get more excited when the other guys win too, when you do something to help those guys win. So anytime you see that, you know that this guy understands, he gets it, and he understands what team he's on too. I think this is where he want to be. A lot of times, guys hear about Seattle, but once they get here, they get in front of the 12, they understand that this is something special, and you just gravitate to that. And I think Leonard, he honestly did that, and it's great to see. And you're seeing the type of player that he can be and the type of player he's going to be in the next couple of years.
And while JSN gets a lot of the headlines, deservedly so, but how much does a veteran receiver like Cooper Kupp help with all the intangibles on offense, the teaching, the reliability, things like that?
I think it's amazing. Anytime you get a guy that's played your same position, was an MVP, got all the numbers that he can have, all the accolades, but still come to a team, and then you're not asking to be the number one guy. And still, again, you got a guy that can teach you how to watch film, teach you, hey, how to get off this coverage and all that. So what are they trying to do to you? I think it's going to be great for him, especially in his second year now. He had a great season now. What's going to be this year, and how people going to play him? Is he's going to? And I think he's one of those players that's not going to get frustrated when he realized that teams are not going to let him get the ball, but then you got Cooper there. But still, again, you got a guy that can help you out through those issues of trying to figure out how to get open when guys are bracketing you and they putting 2 over the top. So I think it's going to be fun to see the second year JSN and seeing the things that he can do for this offense.
Hey, well, 8 teams have won back-to-back Super Bowls. What's the biggest challenge of defending?
I think it's just the pats on the back. I think that's all you're going to hear all season. You know what I'm saying? The first game you're gonna get they already got the ring. So the next thing is letting the championship banner down at the game on that first game. But still, again, I just understand that this is a whole nother year. You can't hop on last year. So I think but the only thing I like about this team, I think they still feel that they haven't got to earn the respect, and I think that's going to keep a chip on their shoulders. So I think that's going to be great. And still, again, McDonald is still a young coach, and he's still trying to figure it out. Even though they won it, I still think there's so much that he has to learn, and this team got to learn. And you got the quarterback that have done it for the last 2 years. So you just want to see if he's going to continually keep doing the things that he's been doing here for the last 2 years.
Yeah, that's what I love about one of the things I like about Mike McDonald is the fact that he's already said that he needs to get better. He's had 2 great years with this team, led him to a Super Bowl title in his second season, and he's still out there saying, stop patting me on the back. We're going to try to run this forward and not defend. And he's doing all the right things and saying all the right things. I think that's just a great approach from your head coach.
Exactly. I think it's just standing in presence. I think that's what he does. I think he's been like that from day one. You know what I'm saying? Just saying like, he's one of those coaches that he's not going to keep everybody at the VMAC all day. You get your work done and go home. And I think players and coaches appreciate that, where, okay, we know what we played, what game we played, but most of the thing is getting home, being around family, that you can enjoy life too. Football is your job, but you still have a life outside of football.
I got to ask you this. Seahawks are going to hold a joint practice with the Titans before their preseason game in August in Nashville. Are you a fan of those joint practices, Walt?
I've never done one, but I feel like sometimes it's almost like it's overkill because now you go out to practice with this team for like 2 or 3 days, and then now you got to go play a game. Where now, most of the time with those, you see those practices and something jumps off, somebody get into it. And a lot of that just comes from frustration because some guys it's mad because you holding him, but then all of a sudden there's a battle. But I think for the thing about the Seahawks, I think this is the first time this is the second year that they've been doing the joint practices like that. So I think for the coaches, they enjoy it because it changes up. You're blocking the same people every day. So now you see a different color jersey. And then that's where the fight started too, though. So I think it's cool for the younger guys so they can get as much reps against other opponents. I think that's pretty cool.